Brought to you by WikiVD Documentaries. Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds is an American police procedural crime drama television series created by Jeff Davis, and is the original show in the Criminal Minds franchise. It premiered on September 22, 2005, on the broadcast network CBS and October 5, 2005 on CTV. The series is produced by the Mark Gordon Company, in association with CBS Television Studios and ABC Studios. Criminal Minds is set primarily at the FBI's Behavioral Analysis Unit based in Quantico, Virginia. In accordance with the show's plot, Criminal Minds differs from many procedural dramas by focusing on profiling the criminal, called the unsub or unknown subject, rather than the crime itself. The show has an ensemble cast that has had many cast member changes since its inception. Thomas Gibson, Shamar Moore, Matthew Gray Gubler, A.J. Cook, and Kirsten Vangsness are the only actors to have appeared in every season. The series follows a group of FBI profilers who set about catching various criminals through behavioral profiling. The plot focuses on the team working cases and on the personal lives of the characters, depicting the hardened life and statutory requirements of a profiler. The show spawned two spin-offs, Criminal Minds: Suspect Behavior and Criminal Minds: Beyond Borders. On April 7, 2017, CBS renewed the series for a 13th season. The series is moving back an hour to 10 p.m. on Wednesday nights starting in the fall. Background. When the series premiered in September 2005, it featured FBI agents Jason Gideon, Aaron Hotchner, Elle Greenaway, Derek Morgan, Spencer Reed, Jennifer, J.J. Jarrow, and Penelope Garcia. For Season 1, Garcia was not a main cast member, but rather had a recurring role, although she appeared in most episodes. In 2006, at the start of Season 2, Lola Glaudini announced her departure from the show, as she wanted to return home to New York City. Paget Brewster replaced her in the role of Emily Prentiss. At the start of Season 3, Mandy Patinkin announced his departure from the show because he was deeply disturbed by the content of the series. He left letters of apology for his fellow cast members, explaining his reasons and wishing them luck. Joe Mantegna replaced him as David Rossi, a best-selling author and FBI agent who comes out of retirement. During Season 3, A.J. Cook became pregnant with her first child. Her pregnancy was written into the show. Cook's son, Mekhi Anderson, has been written into a recurring role as Jennifer's son Henry. Cook's void was filled by Meta Golding, who played Jordan Todd, an FBI agent who works with the agency's counter-terrorism unit. In Season 6, Jennifer is forced to accept a promotion at the Pentagon, causing her to leave the bow. Later that season, Emily is seemingly killed off. Although she survives, she does not appear for the rest of the season. Cook and Brewster were both replaced by Rachel Nichols as Ashley Seaver, an FBI cadet. CBS's decision to release Cook and Brewster from their contracts resulted in numerous fans writing angry letters to the studio and signing protest petitions. CBS rehired Cook and Brewster as Jennifer Jarrow and Emily Prentiss, respectively. Nichols was released in February 2012. Brewster announced her departure from the show after the 7th season. She was replaced in the 8th season by Jean Tripplehorn, who played Alex Blake, a linguistics expert. Later in Season 9, Paget Brewster made a special guest appearance, reprising her role as Emily Prentiss in the 200th episode. After 2 seasons, Triplehorn was released from the show. Former Ghost Whisperer star Jennifer Love Hewitt joined the cast as Kate Callahan, a former undercover FBI agent who joins the Bow. During season 10, Jason Gideon was killed off-screen. Executive producer and showrunner Erica Messer said CBS and ABC Studios were fine with the decision, because it was clear that Patinkin would not come back again, but the show would feature him in a flashback if he were ever to return in the future. Following the conclusion of season 10, Hewitt and Cook announced that they'll both be on hiatus from the show due to their pregnancies. Hewitt did not return for season 11, while Cook returned after the first 7 episodes of season 11. Aisha Tyler, who plays Dr. Tara Lewis, joined the show at the start of season 11. Later that season, Shamar Moore, who plays Derek Morgan, left the show after 11 seasons. He had thought to leave in the previous season when his contract ended, but was convinced to stay to give his character a proper send-off. Messer said the initial thought was for Moore to do 6 episodes, but when that didn't feel like enough, they settled on Moore doing the first 18 episodes of that season, and he departed in March 2016. He is replaced in the 12th season by former CSI Miami star Adam Rodriguez, who plays Luke Alvarez, a fugitive task force agent. A week after Moore left, Paget Brewster, who plays Emily Prentice, made her second special guest appearance since leaving in season 7, her first being in season 9. In season 12, Brewster once again became a series regular on the show. On August 10, 2016, it was announced that former recurring star Aisha Tyler would be promoted to series regular for the 12th season. The next day, it was reported that Thomas Gibson, who portrays Aaron Hotchner, had been suspended from and written off the show for at least 1, most likely 2 episodes in the 12th season due to an on-set altercation with one of the producers. On August 12, 2016, Gibson was fired from the program due to this incident. On September 30, 2016, it was announced that Gibson's character would be replaced by Damon Gupton, who will play Special Agent Stephen Walker, a seasoned profiler from the Behavioral Analysis Program who will bring his spy hunting skills to the Bow. On June 11, 2017, it was announced that Damon Gupton had been fired from the show after 1 season. CBS said his departure was part of a creative change on the show. On June 20, 2017, CBS announced that Daniel Henney, who was a series regular on Criminal Minds Beyond Borders as Matt Simmons, would join the main show as a series regular for the 13th season. Main Gideon is widely known as the Bow's best profiler. After a series of emotionally troubling cases, and the murder of his friend Sarah by fugitive serial killer Frank Breithoff, he begins to feel burned out. The last straw occurs when Unit Chief Aaron Hotchner is suspended for 2 weeks by the team's boss, an action for which Jason feels responsible. He retreats to his cabin and leaves a letter for Dr. Spencer Reed, who he knows will be the one to look for him. When Spencer arrives at the cabin, it is empty except for the letter and Jason's badge and firearm. Jason is last seen remarking to a Nevada diner waitress that he does not know where he is going or how he will know when he gets there, leaving the diner and driving off. In season 10, he is killed by a suspect he had tracked down from one of his first cases. Hotch is a former prosecutor and was originally assigned to the FBI field office in Seattle. He is one of the most experienced agents in the Bow. He struggles to balance the demands of his job with his family life, but his wife Haley Brooks divorces him in season 3. In the episode 100. Haley is killed by fugitive serial killer George Foyer, also known as the Boston Reaper, whom Aaron fights and beats to death. He also has a son named Jack and a brother named Sean. After Haley is murdered, he has custody of Jack, and Haley's sister, Jessica Brooks, helps him take care of Jack. When SSA Jennifer Jarrow leaves the bow, Aaron and technical analyst Penelope Garcia takes over her job as communications liaison. Aaron dated a woman named Beth Clemens, who first appeared in the episode The Bittersweet Science, before the couple separated after Clemens accepted a job in Hong Kong. Following an on-set altercation, Thomas Gibson was removed from the main cast after season 12. Episode 2, at which point Gibson's character took a consulting job off-screen, with his final exit being addressed in a later episode. Greenaway is assigned to the FBI field office in Seattle and assigned to the bow as an expert in sexual offense crimes. Elle suffers extreme emotional trauma after being shot by an unsub in the season 1 finale. In the season 2 premiere, Elle survives and returns to duty sooner than SSA Jason Gideon and Unit Chief Aaron Hotchner would like. Several episodes later, while alone on stakeout of a suspected serial rapist, she murders the suspect by shooting in cold blood and planting her gun on the unarmed victim. The local police deem it self-defense, but Jason and Aaron question her ability as a profiler after this. Elle resigns, turning in her badge and gun to Aaron, declaring that it is not an admission of guilt. Morgan is a confident, assertive, and often hot-tempered character, raised by his mother Fran, along with his two sisters, Sarah Morgan and Desiree Benita. After the death of his police officer father right in front of him, Derek was a troubled Chicago youth headed for juvenile delinquency. He was rescued and mentored by Carl Buford. Buford turned out to be a sexual predator who molested Derek and other young boys. He was eventually arrested for murder. After developing an interest in football, Derek attended Northwestern University on a scholarship. After a football injury left him unable to play, he joined the Chicago Police Department's bomb squad and later joined the FBI and the bow. He has an emotionally intimate, but platonic, relationship with technical analyst Penelope Garcia. The two have a unique shorthand and banter. In the season 7 premiere, Derek shows utter hatred towards Ian Doyle for killing SSA Emily Prentice, but when Emily returns alive, he has mixed feelings. In season 11, Derek is kidnapped and tortured by the father of Giuseppe Montallo, a hitman who Derek put away and later died while in custody. Derek escapes and, when he learns his girlfriend Savannah is pregnant, realizes he doesn't want to put his family through something like this again. Derek leaves the bow in the episode A Beautiful Disaster to care for his now wife and newborn son. Reed is a genius who graduated from Las Vegas High School at age 12 and holds PhDs in mathematics, chemistry, and engineering, as well as Bachelor of Arts degrees in psychology and sociology, and, as of season 4, is working on a BA in philosophy. It has been revealed that he has an IQ of 187, can read a dizzying 20,000 words per minute, and has an eidetic memory. Most of the members on the team are intimidated by his profound knowledge. He is habitually introduced as Dr. Spencer Reed, in contrast to the other agents, who are introduced as Supervisory Special Agent. The purpose of this, as explained by Unit Chief Aaron Hotchner in the pilot episode, is to create a respectable first impression of Spencer, deflecting judgments about his age. His mother, Diana Reed, suffers from schizophrenia and is currently committed to a mental institution. In Season 6, Reed starts suffering from cluster headaches and, when doctors can't diagnose why, Reed thinks he might be in the early stages of schizophrenia himself. Reed takes SSA Emily Prentiss' death very hard, and when it was revealed the death was faked, was distrustful of both Prentiss and SSA Jennifer Jarrow. During Season 8, Reed becomes involved with a woman who was being stalked. In the episode, Zuxi Wang, her stalker ultimately kidnaps her and kills her, devastating Reed. In Season 11, he is deeply affected by Derek Morgan's decision to leave the bow, but understands and supports his reasons. Initially, Reed had a crush on JJ, even going as far as taking her on a date to a football game. As the series progresses, their relationship becomes more of the brother-sister kind. Morgan and Reed maintained a brotherly relationship, and Morgan refers to Reed as his little brother. Prior to his departure in Season 11, Spencer is also the godfather of Jennifer's son, Henry, and Derek's son, Hank. JJ served as the communications liaison on the team to local police agencies in Seasons 1 through 5. She dates and marries William LaMontagne, a New Orleans Police Department detective. They have two sons, Henry LaMontagne and Michael LaMontagne. Both boys are played by A.J. Cook's real-life sons. In the episode, JJ, Jennifer is forced to accept a promotion at the Pentagon, causing her departure from the team. Although Unit Chief Aaron Hotchner expressed his hope that she will return to the bow in the future, Jennifer returned in the episode, Lauren, to assist the team in finding SSA Emily Prentiss. Jennifer returns as a series regular in the Season 7 premiere as a legitimate profiler, and admits to helping fake Prentiss' death, much to dismay of her colleagues. In the 200th episode, JJ is kidnapped because of a secret mission she performed while at the Pentagon. At the end of Season 10, JJ reveals she is pregnant with her second child, and consults over the phone for the few episodes of Season 11 before rejoining the team in the field. In the episode Target Rich, Garcia joined the bow after bringing attention to herself by illegally accessing some of their equipment. She is offered a job in lieu of a jail sentence. She submitted her resume to Hotch on Pink Stationery. She usually supports the team from her computer lab at Quantico, but occasionally joins them on location when her skills can be used in the field. She is a leader in a support group for those who have lost someone in their lives. Her parents were killed by a drunk driver when they were out looking for her when she was a teen and had missed her curfew. She enjoys a flirtatious relationship with SSA Derek Morgan, often engaging in comical banter of a sexually suggestive nature when he calls in for information. He calls her baby girl. She was once shot and almost killed by Jason Clark Battle, who lured her on a date in the episode Lucky. When SSA Jennifer Jarrow leaves the bow, Penelope and Unit Chief Aaron Hotchner take over her job as communications liaison. SSA Sam Cooper often calls when his team need her computer skills. Penelope is the godmother of Jennifer's son, Henry. Prentiss is the daughter of Ambassador Elizabeth Prentiss. After SSA Greenaway leaves the bow, where Assistant Director Strauss approves Emily to join the bow. The plan was for Emily to report any problems within the bow, but Emily remained loyal to the team and refused to report any problems, going as far as threatening resignation. Emily is also fluent in several languages, such as Spanish, French, Greek and Arabic, has a working knowledge in Italian, and was fluent in Russian at one point, but has lost comprehension. She is apparently killed while being held hostage by Ian Doyle in the episode Lauren. But in the last scene of the episode, it is revealed that she survived her encounter with Ian, and is seen with SSA Jennifer Jarrow in Paris, passing her passports and bank accounts for protection. In the season 7 premiere, she returns alive and well, much to the team's surprise. In the season 7 finale, Emily decides to leave the Bower after accepting a position running and returning to the Interpol office in London. She returns for the 200th episode to help rescue a kidnapped SSA Jennifer Jarrow, and again in the episode Tribute, where she enlists the help of the Bower in catching a serial killer who had originally killed in Europe before killing in the United States. Paget Brewster was confirmed to return for a several-episode arc in season 12. Following the dismissal of Thomas Gibson, Brewster was promoted to a series regular again starting from season 12, episode 3. Later, Prentice is promoted to Hotch position of unit chief. Rossi is a highly experienced profiler who once worked the Bower in its origins, then took early retirement in 1997 to write books and go on lecture tours about criminal analysis, until volunteering to return shortly after SSA Jason Gideon's departure in 2007. He has been married 3 times and is quite wealthy, because of his successful writing career. In the episode, From Childhood's Hour, David reconnects with his first wife, Carolyn Baker, who has shocking news for him. It is revealed that she came to him because she was diagnosed with ALS and wants David to assist in her suicide. In the next episode, Carolyn dies after taking a drug overdose. It is also revealed in this episode that David had a son who died at birth. In the season 8 episode, The Fallen, it is revealed that David was a Marine in Vietnam. The season 7 finale reveals SSA David Rossi may be having a secret relationship with Section Chief Aaron Strauss. This was discovered when technical analyst Penelope Garcia and SSA Dr. Spencer Reed spot them both leaving a hotel. In the last season 8 episode, we see their relationship has been known to the entire team. The episode is an emotional one for SSA David Rossi since Unit Chief Aaron Strauss is murdered by the Replicator. She was taken from her hotel room, where he had planned to meet her that night, drugged and put on the streets of New York disoriented, for Unit Chief Aaron Hotchner to find her. The episode's last scene is SSA David Rossi eulogizing her to the team after her funeral at a gathering at his home. In season 10, we learn that David has a daughter by his second wife. Since then, he is shown to have a strong relationship with his daughter, son-in-law, and grandson, even approving of her husband's Italian heritage. In season 11, Rossi reunites with his second wife, and they give their relationship a second chance. Siva replaces SSA Jennifer Jarrow after she is forced to accept a promotion at the Pentagon. She was chosen for her unique background. Her father, Charles Beecham, was a horrific serial killer known as the Redmond Ripper, who murdered dozens of women before being caught by the Bow, incidentally. At first, Unit Chief Aaron Hotchner was going to make her a special, one-time consultant to the Bow, but SSA David Rossi allowed her to finish her remedial training with the team, under the supervision of SSA Emily Prentice. In the episode, With Friends Like These, she graduated from the academy and had been added to the team as a probationary agent. In the season 7 premiere, Jennifer reveals to Emily that Ashley transferred to the Domestic Trafficking Task Force, which is led by Andy Swan. Blake once worked for the Bow during the 2001 anthrax attacks, but retired after a conflict with Chief Aaron Strauss, and rejoins the Bow after SSA Emily Prentice transfers to the Interpol office in London. Alex first appears in the season 8 premiere. She makes a personal connection with Spencer Reed after he reveals to her that he has begun a romantic relationship with a woman whom he has never met. In the season 9 finale, after a difficult case in Texas in which the team is targeted by a group of corrupt sheriff deputies and Reed is shot, she escorts Reed to his apartment, explaining that the experience brought back memories of her son's death, and that Reed reminds her of him. She leaves behind her credentials, which Reed finds in his bag before seeing Blake live in a taxi, saddened, but understanding. Callahan, as mentioned in the season 10 premiere, previously worked under Andy Swan's team, which is also Ashley Seaver's team since she left the Bow. She is a seasoned undercover agent whose stellar work at the FBI has landed her a coveted position with the Behavioral Analysis Unit. She and her husband, Chris, have been the guardians of Kate's teenage niece, Meg, since Meg was a baby following her parents' deaths in the September 11, 2001 attacks. Kate and Chris discover they are expecting a baby in the middle of season 10, coinciding with the actress' real-life pregnancy. At the end of season 10, she decides to take a year off and raise her baby. As of season 12, she has not returned, but producer Erica Messer has stated the door was open should Jennifer Love Hewitt choose to return to the show. Lewis is a psychologist with an eye on forensic psychology and its application toward the criminal justice system. Her dream was to study psychopaths up close and personal, and her psychology background, combined with her experience in the FBI, brought her face to face with monsters. Her job was to stare them down and interview them, to determine if they were fit to stand trial. In the process, she made herself find the humanity inside these broken men in order to learn if there was a conscience behind their brutal crimes. Lewis replaced both J.J. and Kate while they were on maternity leave in the 11th season. Alvarez is a member of the FBI fugitive task force that partners with the Bow to catch the escaped serial killers that escaped in the season 11 finale. In the season 12 premiere, he works with the Bow to catch the Crimson King, one of the escapees that attacked Alvarez's old partner. The team discovers the real killer is Mr. Scratch, who taunts the team by turning over the real Crimson King, who was tortured to the point he no longer remembered who he was. After that, Alvarez decides to join the Bow full-time. Alvarez has a dog named Roxy and served in Iraq as an Army Ranger prior to joining the FBI. Walker is a supervisory special agent with the Bow. Walker was a member of the Behavioral Analysis Program. He was contacted by Emily Prentice about joining the Bow to assist in the manhunt for Peter Lewis, aka Mr. Scratch. Walker is an experienced profiler, with about 20 years under his belt, and a member of the FBI's Behavioral Analysis Program before his transfer to the Bow. He is married to a woman named Monica and has 2 children with her, Maya and Lee. He met Emily Prentice, then the chief of Interpol's London office, during his line of work. He was also mentored by David Rossi. Stephen's first case concerned a terrorist cell in Belgium, and 3 agents were sent undercover to infiltrate it. However, Stephen's profile was wrong, and this resulted in the deaths of the undercover agents. He eventually moved on from the trauma and improved as he went along in his career. He and other BAP agents, including his longtime friend Sam Bauer, were sent undercover to investigate corruption in the Russian government. Walker's skills include being fluent in Russian and playing the trombone. Critical reception. The first season of Criminal Minds received mixed reviews from critics. It has a Metacritic score of 42 based on 21 reviews, indicating mixed or average reviews. Dorothy Rabinovitz said, in her review for The Wall Street Journal, From the evidence of the first few episodes, Criminal Minds may be a hit, and deservedly, and gave particular praise to Goobler and Patinkin's performance. Ned Martel in the New York Times was less positive, saying, "The problem with Criminal Minds is its many confusing maladies, applied to too many characters, and felt that, as a result, the cast seems like a spilled trunk of broken toys, with which the audience, and perhaps the creators, may quickly become bored." The Chicago Tribune reviewer, Sid Smith, felt that the show may well be worth a look, though he too criticized the confusing plots and characters. Writing in Pop Matters, Marco Lanzagorta criticized the show after its premiere, saying it confuses critical thinking with supernatural abilities and its characters conform to stereotypes. In the Los Angeles Times, Mary McNamara gave a similar review and praised Patinkin and Goobler's performances. American ratings. In 2016, a New York Times study of the 50 TV shows with the most Facebook likes found that, like several of the other police procedurals, Criminal Minds is more popular in rural areas, particularly in the southeastern half of the country. It hit peak popularity in Alabama and rural Tennessee and is least popular in Santa Barbara, Calif. DVR. The show ranked number 9 in DVR playback, according to Nielsen Prime DVR lift data, from September the 22nd until November 23, 2008. For the week of October 10, 2010, Criminal Minds ranked 6th in DVR playback, and 7th in the demo playback according to Nielsen Prime DVR lift data. Syndication. The series is in syndication on A&E Network, and Ion Television. Early seasons of Criminal Minds have begun airing on Rewind Network's hit TV channel in South East Asia, Hong Kong and Taiwan. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by WikiVD Documentaries. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.